Okay, my name is Bethany Morris, and this is for English 435. It is my field research project. I did my field research project on infant sign language, and I wanted to know if it was beneficial or if it actually delayed a child's speech. And my hypothesis was that I didn't think it did. I didn't think it did delay speech, and I thought it was beneficial. And a study by Acrodalo and Goodwin proved this to be false. Proved that it delayed speech to be false. They took 103 11-month-old infants and divided them into 3 groups. And there was a variety of assessments, standardized language testing that went on over a period of time. So there was a sign training group which modeled the symbolic gestures and encouraged their infants to use them. And then there was also a non-intervention control group that had nothing to do with symbolic gestures or any special interest in language development. So basically, long story short, after quite a few assessments and over a period of time, they compared these 2 groups and found that the gesturing group did not hamper verbal development, and it also may even facilitate it. So that's what that study found. And I actually got the opportunity to sit down with one of my close family members who did this with their daughter, Finley, who Finley's now 2.5, but she started when she was about probably 7 months old, I think I put in here. When she was first starting to communicate, her mother, Megan, would communicate everything with using gestures. So she did the sign language thing with her daughter, and I mean, they used it for everything. If she wanted water, they had a sign for water. If she wanted food, they had a sign for food, or milk, or anytime. Their main I guess things that she needed in her life, there was a sign for it, and she developed the signs and started using them whenever she started to she started using the signs to communicate when she was about 8 to 7 months old. And she signed for drinks, for certain toys, what she wanted to play with, and for foods. So this, talking with her mother, was a very, very great and effective tool that they had to communicate with Finley. And then later on, when Finley started to develop words, she would say the word and the sign at the same time. And then down the road, the sign eventually went away and just her words were being said. So she started to slowly not sign the word, but just say the word. And now Finley is about 2.5, and her vocabulary is excellent. She pronounces words very clearly, and she started talking when she was around the age of 12 to 18 months, which is normal, and or even, yeah, it's about normal, so it just depends on every child, but she was definitely not delayed. And her vocabulary is, I would say, higher than most children her age. And so, I'm sorry, I kind of said the results with my findings, but my results is that she's 2.5 and speaks clear and proficient English, and her vocabulary is only increasing throughout the day. And she also Megan has added Mandarin lessons to Finley's daily routine of things, so her vocabulary is just huge, and now she's starting to speak Mandarin. So it's really neat to see this young child grow, and the way that Megan has done things with her. Anyway, so as my conclusion, I know I wasn't able to observe a lot of children who have maybe done infant sign language, but I was only able to observe just this one child, which with this one child it did not delay the child's speech, and it only enhanced it. And it actually was very beneficial to them because the communication when she was so young was excellent, and there was not a lot of crying and just craziness that can go on because the parents don't know what the child wants. They knew what the child wanted because the child signed to them. So they loved it, and she actually just had another baby, and she's doing it again with the same baby. And this was just interesting to me because I have 2 children and my sisters have children, and we've heard this coming of age, I guess, the infant sign language, and a lot of mothers are doing it, and I've always been interested in trying it, but I guess I am not that committed to sticking with it. But I kind of wanted to see what the benefits are, and then I saw a question on here about it delaying speech, and I wanted to know that as well. So I got a lot of great information and a lot of answers to my questions. And that is about it. So I hope that is okay. Thank you.